Hey there everyone, and welcome back to Detective Grimoire. We are so close to the end, I can feel it, even though I don't have all the clues yet. But I kind of have an idea of who I think did it. I could be totally wrong, and in situations like this I tend to be totally wrong, but we'll find out. I have to talk to Folder because I have his lockpick was found by the crime scene.
I have a bone to pick with you.
Are you setting yourself up for a joke? Something about a lockpick?
Yep.
Maybe. Who knows? Stop distracting me. I'm trying to interrogate you.
My apologies, go ahead.
So, what are we showing Folder now?
Present a clue. We found the lockpick.
Where did I find this again?
Present map location. This is interesting. We found it outside the office in the water, if I recall.
I found a lockpick at the scene of the crime.
Correctly.
Well, apparently you did. Why does this concern me?
You said... Wait. You already admitted to owning a lockpick and using it to open locked doors. You said Remington always carried a lockpick with him. That's not true. You were at the scene of the crime yesterday and might know who dropped it. No, we're gonna go with this one.
You already admitted to owning one of these, and how you're ever so happy to come and go as you please with it, am I right? Be honest.
Luckily for me, Detective, I was honest with you. I believe I have already explained that second lockpick before you even found it.
He said he lost it. You left your lockpick by Remington's office yesterday. No. You let Remington borrow your lockpick before he died. Makes no sense. You lost your lockpick in the swamp and had to buy a new one.
You lost your lockpick in the swamp and had to buy a new one.
That's right. I appreciate you finding it for me. However, I won't ask for it back. Apparently it has since become some diabolical instrument in the art of murder.
Yeah, it's an important piece of evidence.
Challenge complete. Feels like I'm done talking to him. Alright, so let's...
I think it's time I went to talk to Officer James.
Oh, Chapter 4, the beginning of the end. Alright, but before I go back to Officer James, I feel that's when the game ends. So I kind of want to do the 100% first. Wait a minute. 99%? I've unlocked everybody's challenges. I can't do... I'm missing something for Remington. This right here. I don't know what this is, but I'm pretty sure that the lockpick... Where are the clues? The lockpick has goo on it. Yep. So what we're going to do is we are going to head to the treehouse first. And we're going to present her with the lockpick.
Let's see. First thing we do is put the sample of liquid into the cauldron, then tap the...
And then...
And now, we just have to match the color of...
And red... Wait. Yeah, blue and yellow make green.
Got it! Now I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my notes. The swamp slime. It's all the same. It's the exact same liquid again.
I wonder if I can use... Well, let's go talk to some people. The slime is... I'm pretty sure we've established that the slime is the swamp juice. Swamp juice seems to be the same liquid that was found on the fireplace poker. Appearance strange liquid slime. Swamp juice has disappeared from his stock recently. Oh, I'm missing 2 things for the hot dog. I'm missing 1 thing for the black and white photo. I'm done here. There's nothing to see, but let's listen to this one more time. Oh. Yeah, okay, so I'm pretty sure that this was the monster appearing before the murder victim. This was him noticing. This was him trying to shoot it. This was the entanglement right here. And somebody, or somehow he got stabbed in this area by the pitchfork. The ripping is the curtain, the thud is when he hit the ground, and the clang is when somebody dropped the pick. Hunting rifle's not quite done. Yeah. I tried to look for similarities in these hunters to the suspects as well. And at the moment, I don't really see too many similarities. Done with that, done with that, done with that. The head. There's something odd about the head. Well, you know what? I don't particularly feel like throwing every clue I have at everybody. There's something I don't know about him. Wait, let me see what I've asked her about.
You can put that away.
Okay, let's get out of here. I think it's time to visit Officer James at the swamp dock. Alright, let's see what he's got to say.
You finally returned. Well, did you find the swamp creature? Where is he?
What swamp creature? I didn't find him. I forgot all about him.
I didn't find him.
What? You're not getting paid to wander about aimlessly, Grimoire. Get back out there.
What are you getting paid to do exactly? I don't need to.
I don't need to.
Boggy's criminal record. The final... That was a short chapter.
Why not? I thought he was our prime suspect.
Not anymore.
Didn't you find photographic evidence of Boggy from last night? Let me see that photo.
Of Boggy? I'll show him the black and white photo.
If that's not Boggy, what is it?
Present a clue. It's a costume.
I found designs for the costume in a trash can. Not only that, I collected all the pieces of the costume myself.
Not all of them. I'm missing
Nearly all of them.
I'm missing a
It's still
set.
the one
But
that...
the footprints at the scene of the crime! How can you prove these don't belong to a real creature?
How can I prove that they don't belong to a real creature? The Explorer's Journal has the footprints on there.
How can you prove these...
But that's not the correct answer, apparently. How can I prove they don't belong to a creature? Can I escape? I forget what's on the missing page. The missing page has the
What's this?
footprints. I'm
I
sorry.
thought there were no records of a footprint anywhere.
No public records. The
He's so
footprints
smug.
at the crime scene don't match the ones on this page. They were just a product of these slippers. A part of the costume.
But Grimoire, this costume, it doesn't have claws of any kind. How do you explain the 3 wounds on the victim's chest?
The fireplace
Claws
poker.
match up with the wounds perfectly. The handle's even covered in slime, see?
But this swamp slime was one of the reasons Boggy became a suspect in the first place. Surely this only incriminates the creature further.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But that slime, it's not exactly what you think.
It's swamp juice.
This stuff is an uncanny resemblance to the so-called swamp slime. A bunch of it was stolen from the storeroom of the cafe, which reminds me,
What is that exactly?
a poisoned hot dog. It's the second reason that the murderer broke into the storeroom. He put this green powder on the entire supply, just to make sure.
To make sure of what?
To make sure that everyone in the swamp would be poisoned. To make sure Remington got ill and had to return to his office. To make sure no one would eat at the cafe ever again. They wanted to make sure he got ill.
To make sure Remington got ill and had to return to his office.
Remington went back to his office? Alone?
Final chapter. The murder. These chapters
I've
are
been looking
short.
through your evidence, Grimoire. One piece in particular seems critical to me. I think we need to work
The
out.
video footage? Vincent Vanderpeer filmed it last night, at the exact moment of the murder, I believe.
Well, exactly. I think we can both agree these sounds in the background. They're essential in our mystery. Could you talk me through them? Just rearrange the descriptions on the left to match the sounds on the right. Drag them around and keep swapping until you're happy with the order. And if you want to hear the sounds again, you can tap on them.
No problem. I can always check my case file if I want to go over my notes.
Okay, so Remington rips off some curtain fabric as he falls. That's the ripping. Culprit opens Remington's office door. Remington cries out in shock. Remington cries out in shock as Boggy appears. Remington fires his hunting rifle at the culprit. Clang. Culprit grabs the metal poker and stabs Remington. That's the clang. Remington cries out in shock and falls backwards. He rips off some curtain fabric as he's falling. Remington lands on the planks.
I think that's it.
Lands on the planks outside his next office, and the culprit drops the metal poker in the office.
Excellent.
I'm glad I listened to those
small
again.
Details bothering me. First of all, if Remington ripped off a piece of his curtains, why wasn't it found at the crime scene?
It was
What happened
found
to it?
inside the mask.
Turns out the murderer took that piece of fabric and concealed it inside the head of the costume. Then he fled the crime scene to hide all the parts in different areas of the swamp.
Ah, well, that's my problem. If Remington fired his rifle, how did the assailant survive and manage to escape? Did Remington miss his target?
At point blank? A man of his experience?
Good
I
point.
don't think so. In fact, the answer to that question is the very last link in our chain. The one thing that has eluded me so far. I'll drag the clue items from the left onto my drawing here, and we'll see what happens when we compare the pieces I collected with the original design I found.
Hello, I am the murderer. This goes here. This goes here. I'm missing the bodice. This piece here. I'm missing this piece.
Wait, you never found the body piece, the torso.
Oh, maybe I wasn't meant to find it. I was sitting here sweating bullets thinking, oh no, I forgot
You're
something.
right, and I never would have found it. Not lying around. Not like the others.
But what does this have to do with the murderer surviving the rifle shot?
This torso is probably made out of some thick material. Something covering the culprit's entire upper body. I believe it may have even been enough to
To soften the impact from a bullet. Aha!
Exactly.
Well, let's put your theory to the test. Where is that last piece of the costume?
Uh-oh. I have to think. Museum path clearing. Protest. Crossword. I'm trying to think of anything I might have picked up or might have seen. Entrance, crossroads, gift shop. I don't know.
Where is that last piece of the costume?
I don't know. Can I escape here? No, I'm gonna have to guess. The entrance? There was nothing really at the crossroads. Nothing at the protest. The only places that had things were the office, which he wouldn't have gotten from the office because he showed up dressed that way. The museum has stuff in it. The treehouse has stuff in it. The cafe, the gift shop have stuff in it. And the entrance has stuff in it. Entrance, gift shop. I don't remember seeing anything at the gift shop. You don't see anything at the cafe. There's stuff in the treehouse. I'm trying to picture it. There's stuff in the treehouse. Anything that would absorb a bullet? There's stuff in the museum too, but I don't think it was in there. Let's try the entrance first.
Where is...
No. It's not the entrance, right? Let's try the treehouse. Nope. I don't know where it is. I'm literally gonna have to click on all of the things.
Where is... Where is... How? We looked everywhere. Not a single clue.
Simple. He's still wearing it.
He's got the poncho. He's covering it up. It's the guy I thought it was.
I don't know what you want with me. Sounds like you two were smart enough to uncover the real criminal in this swamp, and lucky enough to have somebody else deal with him for you. You worked it out. He had his rifle on him. He got half a glance at me and pulled the trigger without hesitation.
But why would he do that? You were dressed as Buggy. He shouldn't be pointing his gun at a unique scientific specimen.
He's a hunter of those
Not to mention
things.
His main attraction.
You're right. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, does it? Not unless you're in on the secret.
Not unless you're in on the secret. Richard Remington was here to hunt Boggy. Well, this is true. The hunting photo leads me to believe that Richard Remington was here to hunt Boggy.
The hunting photo leads me to believe Richard Remington was here to hunt Boggy.
He was, and that's probably why he built that attraction. The hunter and the hunted. Final chapter.
A secret society, an order of hunters, seeking out mysterious and elusive creatures.
The order goes further than this one man, and much further than this one swamp.
The whole thing is kind of distressing. I knew something was wrong as soon as I stepped into that office.
I'm glad you've finally come around. It's not just
But what about Remington? He was a member of this order?
Yep.
He made Boggy his own personal project, his own obsession. For years he hunted the creature, the potential perfect addition to his collection.
But he owned the tourist attraction. He set it up himself, didn't he?
It was a front.
He did.
It was a
It
beard.
was just his way of forming a legal loophole. Since the area became protected, he and his friends were unable to come here for hunting anymore. Boggy's Bog was just a front for his own little game. A man pursuing a creature.
A creature that might not even exist.
Oh, it exists.
And that's why Remington kept a rifle nearby at all times?
Well, exactly. He didn't want to take any chances.
Now, don't you see? I did this place a service. Did Boggy a service. That creature, he can live in peace again.
Can he? You tried to frame him for murder.
Oh boy.
You wanted everyone to think he was some kind of ruthless predator?
Well, think about it. Once he became suspected of murder, they'd have no choice but to shut this whole place down. Everyone would finally realize they had no business here.
But he's not a killer. You didn't have the right. How can you know what Boggy wanted? I want to pick one of these two. You didn't have the right. How can you know what Boggy wanted?
How can you know what Boggy wanted? He might not be what you're...
Detective,
You. It's
finished. Well, don't be angry. You should be glad. It's finally time to leave the swamp. You have another job to do.
I don't know.
Not that it makes any difference to somebody like you, but I never intended to kill him. Just to scare him. Convince him Boggy wasn't going to let him live here in peace any longer.
Well, you did kill him, though.
True to form, he had his rifle on him. You worked out the rest yourself.
This is really weird. Like, he totally murdered somebody. But I guess he would be able to claim, self-defense. You're right, it doesn't make any difference. It makes a difference. Ellipses. It doesn't make any difference. It makes a difference. I choose to abstain.
Well, Mr. Everstone, I'm afraid you'll still have to come with us.
You did kill
Fortunately,
somebody.
There's a police station just a few miles down.
Hey, wait!
What the? Did he throw a The monster's in there. The monster's in there. Yup. Oh, there he is. It's Boggy. Ribbit. Bye, Boggy. Enjoy your peaceful life now. Sorry, us humans ruin everything.
Aha!
Oh, his hat.
Looks like you solved more than one mystery tonight.
Detective Grimoire, Secrets of the Swamp. Wow, he did everything. Well, almost everything. I really liked that game. That game was cool. It was nice and it was short, it was sweet, it wasn't too hard for my stupid self. It was cute, I really liked it. I didn't 100% it. Uh-oh.
Well, what did they decide to do?
We had Mr. Everstone questioned. He was happy to tell us everything he knew. A number of rumors going around the department have been confirmed.
And Remington's office?
Searched down to the last detail. And well, we agree with you, but I know what you're thinking. I'd love to put an end to it, just the same as you. But there's always...
Are we going after them?
We'd better be.
Oh. I assume they're speaking of the other hunters. Or something. I don't know. But like I was saying, I really like this game. And if they make more, I'd totally play it. Like, this game was right up my alley. It was quick. It wasn't too difficult. It didn't get too out of the box. I really enjoyed it. And I've talked to other people playing into it, and they're like, yeah, this is really interesting. Even if it is a mobile port, like, it's a good one. They did really well, in my opinion. But anyway, if you watched me play it, I thank you for watching me play it. I kind of hope you didn't watch it, and then you saw a little bit of it and went to play it yourself. But if you did watch it, again, thank you. More games to come. Hope you stick around, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.